when you look at these three athletes, what are your first thoughts? They're some of the best to play their sport. Well, what if I told you that every single one of these athletes played multiple sports at the height of their careers? Here are the sports they played. Today, I'm going to be talking about a problem in many athletes' lives that is overlooked and neglected. More specifically, the normalization of athletes specializing in one sport at a young age without trying any other options. The first sport I played growing up was baseball. But I didn't find a passion for that sport until I tried other sports like flag football, soccer, and basketball. In fact, I still wouldn't play baseball today if it weren't for those sports. Yes, an athlete can have a favorite sport, but that shouldn't stop them from exploring any other sports. There's countless evidence that being a multi-sport athlete can lead to an increase in your motivation, and many professional athletes have realized that. In a study by Tracking Football, they found that in 2017, in the NFL draft, 30 of the first 32 first-round picks were multi-sport athletes in high school. In 2018, it was 29 of the first 32. It is essential for all kids to be introduced to one sport, more than one sport, at a young age because it can positively impact their lives. Being a multi-sport athlete can lead to an increase in motivation, less injury in the sport, and less of a burnout in their main sport. And it also leads to a development of other skills outside of their sport. Another study found that 17% of NCAA Division I female athletes only played one sport in high school. The overwhelming majority played multiple sports. If you recall earlier, I mentioned I played baseball, but I also played basketball. I played in a league called NJB. I had one of the worst coaches ever and got the ball around 5 times all season. All I did was run up and down the court. Despite that, I learned 2 lessons. First is being a multi-sport athlete is time-consuming and competitive, but brings benefits. Second lesson is basketball is the worst sport ever when you don't get the ball. But from that season, my mindset towards sports and other parts of my life changed. So, to put things in perspective, how many of you have a favorite subject? My favorite subject is math. But what if I studied math for my entire life and never tried out another subject? That would be thought of as naive and foolish. So why are we normalizing youth athletes playing a single sport their entire lives? Running back Christian McCaffrey once said, "I played 3 or 4 sports as a kid, and I was always in season. And I think playing multiple sports was the best thing I've ever done." Some of the best athletes of our time can be an example to youth athletes around the world about the benefits of playing multiple sports. So, is there nothing greater than hitting a home run over the fence in baseball, feeling the wind around your face when you round the bases? Or is it in soccer, when you score a goal and slide on perfectly cut green grass? Or is it in football, when you score a touchdown and your teammates come up to celebrate with you and you hear the roaring crowd behind you? Well, the truth is, no feeling is better than the other. Youth athletes should be able to experience them all. But in this day, many athletes are only participating in one sport. This normalization can be a part in other parts of our lives, whether academically or socially, where students only participate in one subject, only focus on one college degree, and interview in the first job without seeing what the world has to offer. We need to stop this normalization. I challenge you, if you play one sport, to try a second sport. Whether that means show up to 1 practice or 2 practices, engage. Try to participate in the sport. Children shouldn't be coerced into a single sport, but should be able to choose what they love and what they want to do. If we keep normalizing playing a single sport for our entire lives, at what point do we stop in other parts of our world? I would tell you, the worst part about being a multi-sport athlete is not knowing what sport you love more. Thank you.